welcome back to Archie Hamilton Racing, and welcome to what is going to be an epic video ahead. You join me in a special location where you may have seen, you may not have seen. I made a video showing you a collection of cars which is sort of close to my heart, so to speak, and that was the Rothko collection, to give you a behind the scenes and show you all the amazing racing cars which this collection been built up for. And there was a big part which I didn't quite show you. There's a huge part basically, and because all the comments were amazing, you basically were saying we want to see more of some of these cars which you have access to. Today I've made it possible to give you a behind the scenes, but a different kind of behind the scenes. Rothko partnered up with a business which has been very close to my family. My grandfather, he won Le Mans in 1953, and I have his book which is here. Talk more about that in a little while. And then my father, he took on the company from there, and he's been buying and selling some of the world's best classic and historic motor cars. It's been around my life for, well, since I was born. It's every single day I got a chance to see some of the best classic cars ever. And I haven't really shared it on my channel. I haven't given you a behind the scenes of what this side is like, and what the business kind of has in stock and everything. And this is what I'm going to do today, because so many people have been asking, and the heritage of the family business, Duncan Hamilton and Company, has been going for so many years. Over 50 years my father's been working here, and over 70 years in business. Something I'm very, very, very proud of. So like I say, my grandfather, he won Le Mans in 1953. He also did Formula One. He's written a book which is all about it, saying everything, his racing adventures. And I raced in Le Mans 60 years after he won it. So we're immersed in racing and cars in my family, and like I say, this is a big part which I really want to show you today. And I'm going to give you a tour in here at Duncan Hamilton Rothko, because Duncan Hamilton and Rothko partnered up. Here we go. It is time to give you a tour of Duncan Hamilton Rothko. Some of the best classic cars, but there's a hypercar. There's actually two hypercars in here. Where do we get started? Should we start here? I think we should start here, shouldn't we? Gto Ferrari as well, but look at this. It's amazing. So let's start off with a car which is for sale. This is a 675 LT Mclaren Spyder, and I'm told by the boys here, I've been given a full debrief what's going on here and what is for sale, etc. This is one of the cheapest in the country. Very nice, black with the sort of silver and black on the wheels. Nice interior as well. We do like a 675 LT Spyder. That is very baller indeed, isn't it? Let's be honest. Gto Ferrari, oh, we like that. But we'll go here. We've got some classic cars. A classic Alfa Romeo, which is in the corner. These classics are awesome, aren't they? Could you imagine just driving that back in the day? A very nice AC Cobra, which is here. That really is something special. Oh yes, that's awesome. That is seriously awesome. Can't believe how these guys did it back in the day. And it's also signed as well. Come to a Benetton Formula One car, which was driven by Fissy Keller back in the day. But yeah, it's crazy how Formula One cars have come along these days, and how this actually does look ancient. Yeah, it's amazing how F1 cars have come along now, and you've got the halo, and but this was the proper era. This is when they sounded amazing. There are two cars which are the most special, I think, here, like in terms of what you guys can very much relate to, and it stood right in front of me now, but hold fire, I'm going to show you in just a second. Look at this Capri. That is awesome. That is very, very cool, let's be honest. And look at this, that's insane. I mean, I'm not sure it's the safest car which is going on here. I'm definitely not sure it is safe at all. And oh, there are seat belts. We do have seat belts which are here. I was worried that a lot of these classic cars actually don't have seat belts. Also, what I'm not going to be doing in this video is talking figures, and I think a lot of people appreciated that when I gave you a tour of the Rothko collection, because let the cars do the talking. I think that's the best thing, because you just appreciate it more. If you're going around saying that's that, that's that, that's that, it just, there's no point. We have a Ferrari Dino here. A Ferrari Dino. I think the Dino is one of the best looking cars around, if I'm honest. I'm very, very biased to that. We also have a Jaguar E-Type which is here. That is something which is probably goes around good with revival and things like that. What we have here is we have my grandfather's old racing car from back in the day. Not the Jaguar C-Type which he won Le Mans in, but it's a little bit different, and apparently you want to race in this. Spice Le Mans car, which is pretty crazy, absolutely crazy. Going down the Mulsanne straight at Le Mans, 200 miles an hour on that, which is mad. And what we have here, we have a Ford GT40, which is a special car, and this car actually won the Daytona 24 Hours. You can even see here, you can see all of the sort of history which it did back in the day. Third earliest GT40 in the world. There you go, and it's just sat right there. And the highest mileage test development car, did 5,000 miles in 1964 alone. A more test car. Oh, it's basically done loads, but works race car and works test development prototype. And then we come to something which is very, very distinctive. We have behind me a LaFerrari, and this is in a one-off paint color. So you probably will look at this and be like, that is very, very different, because it is. And this is called Vernaccia. Vernaccia. It's like a brownie red, basically, but it's stunning. It is stunning, this car, and a LaFerrari. I've driven one. Oh my, I think it's one of the coolest colours that. It really shines. It shines under these lights which we have here, but it's stunning. It really is so nice to look at as well, and one-off colour. So yeah, I've never seen one like that, funnily enough, because this is the only one. But come on, LaFerrari. I just think it's timeless. I think that is totally timeless. And the way that looks is it's pretty mind-blowing, to be honest. It's such a stunning colour, it really is. And if we can potentially open the door, which is just down here, there we go. You will see in here the interior as well. Very nice brown seats, which I think goes with the paint also. All the flipping carbon that you have everywhere. It's another level. Let's shut this door. There we go, so that is all shut, but that is for sale here at Duncan Hamilton Rothko. If I had the money, honestly, that would be the car which I would buy. Just that sat there, I don't know anything else. Look at it sat there, look at it sat there, look at it sat there. And it's also on charge at the moment as well, as you can see, charge going in there. We move on here because we have a GT3 RS, a Generation 1 GT3 RS in this green, which I like the green. I think the green looks good. Obviously mine being in ultraviolet. Oh yeah, in the winter, one thing I've not actually mentioned, my GT3 RS is actually going to live here, I think. It's going to live here in storage, and it's going to sort of be on display. Instead of leaving it with a cover on it and all sorts in London, I thought the best bet would be to, bring it down here, and it can live in here in the winter and be looked after, which is good. It's done, I believe, 1,000 miles, so it's a very low mileage car as well, and it's got fully spec'd. I mean, it's got everything on it, and a lucky owner is going to have that, because GT3 RS is just one of the best cars in the world. And then we come to this, and you're probably thinking, oh, we saw this of you driving on the airfield. Yes, I drove this exact car on the airfield, and I'm going to play some noise now. It sounds pretty crazy, doesn't it? Let's be honest. And yeah, this has been living here for a little bit. The DBR9 GT1 really is a collector's item. You can race them still. A series where you can race them. I believe this car was a winner in like the Daytona 24 Hours, I believe. Last minute entry. It was like a spare car, and it went and won. Like, that was not part of the plan. Yeah, so this has got history. A lot of these cars have history, don't get me wrong. Lovely Jag, which we have just here. Another classic Alfa Romeo. We have a 280 Gto Ferrari, and one of the best looking Ferraris which is out there. It's so good. It really, really is such a good looking car. It's just immaculate. It is totally immaculate, this car. It just, yeah, bit of me that is, and I'm sure a lot of you at home will really appreciate what that is. Then we come to this, which is a lovely Porsche, and this has yellow headlights on it. So I know a lot of you guys are saying get yellow headlights on yours, but I don't think mine's going to work with yellow headlights because of the ultraviolet. But this is apparently laps so fast around a track as well. Epic, absolutely epic. And I believe it's on slick tyres. So if you're thinking, why is there no tread on the tyres? When they get up to temperature and when they're fully up to temperature, they lap so much faster than anything on treaded tyres. Probably lapping 5-6 seconds a lap quicker than something like a GT3 RS, because the grip you get is effortless. Once they're up to temperature, it's effortless. But that stage of getting them up to temperature, that's like the worst part. It's like driving on ice. It's any racing driver's nightmare is driving around on slicks in the wet. It's no fun. At that point, I'm usually on my roof. When I did Le Mans, we had tyre warmers, so we didn't have that worry. We basically would go out the pits at 3 in the morning, and the tyres were already like fully up to temperature, and you're on slicks. Insane grip. Anyway, let's move on, because there is stuff to move on to. Flipping hell, that is mental. That is so crazy. And what's even crazier is in here. There is no seatbelts in here. You've got your luggage case, which is here as well, just chilling there. Casual just luggage case. I mean, that is baller, isn't it? Can you imagine going down the countryside and you're just cruising along? you got your picnic in the back. I mean, you've won at that point. A Mclaren P1 is here. So yeah, so iconic. We have 2 of the big 3 which are in here. We have P1, and then there we have La Ferrari. So yeah, the P1 is for me, it's timeless, and it's just got to be one of the best cars ever. What would you rather pick, a La Ferrari or a P1? For me, it's got to be the La Ferrari. That's just the one. But there's something about a McLaren P1, and I know a lot of people do give McLaren stick, but you cannot turn your nose up anywhere on a P1. You just can't. I mean, no, it's not a thing. It's stunning, isn't it? It really is stunning. And this paint colour, which this is in, this amazing kind of blue, is very, very special indeed. And with the wheel combination, I think it all goes very well indeed. And what we have over there is a picture of my grandfather. So my grandfather racing a Jaguar D-Type, and I think that is in 1954 when he finished second. So he finished second in 1954, won it in 1953, and I think that year he should have won it, but there was some sort of problem. But yeah, so cool. And you know what's also crazy? In 1953, when he won the race, a pigeon, funnily enough, hit him in the nose and broke his nose, and still won the race. Like, look how dangerous that is. It's so crazy. Not even a full face helmet, and no seat belts in there. So that's a pride of place, just where we are here. And then we have another classic Alfa Romeo, which is here. This Jag is just stunning, isn't it? In the British racing green. Graham Hill Formula 1 car. So Graham Hill, I believe, drove this car. Embassy Racing. Amazing. Truly, truly amazing. Look inside here. I mean, I'm sorry. I mean, look at the little manual stick which you have there. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think 4 gears. But mad. Look at the size also. The flipping tyre. If you remember, I did a video with the NASCAR. The NASCAR which is here. There's going to be more content coming up with this, and there will be news on this with the NASCAR. There is some news, and I want to take it to a track. I want to do track content with the NASCAR, and I've got some crazy ideas for it. I've even got crazy ideas to do like rap and all sorts, but the NASCAR is going to feature more on my channel. Watch this space. We can do mad stuff. I want to do more crazy stuff in terms of racing content, you name it, and just do more unique kind of content, and that's what we're going to do with that. When I was growing up, I got a chance to see all of this sort of unfolding, etc. And Duncan Hamilton, they are the leaders in the sort of classic car market, and what I want to do is just give you a behind the scenes of how and what cars are here. Yeah, and it's been involved in my family since forever, basically. And they're not my dad's cars, they're just cars which are on sale or return, etc. But they're killing it, as you can see. man. So there we go. I'm going to leave this video there. So I hope you have enjoyed this brief tour around Duncan Hamilton at Rothko. And what I might do in the future, I might see if there's any opportunities to go into further details of cars, and if they have a potential car which is for sale that you guys might want to see. There's one very special car which potentially I might get a chance to drive, which has been in a very famous film. I can't reveal too much on that, but I would just love to bring this sort of content to you. Different kind of stuff. I think that's exactly what I'm trying to do at the moment. I just wanted to give you guys a behind the scenes and just show you a little bit more to what goes on and what my past is really. Obviously growing up around this, and then me racing from aged 8 to 24 before I did YouTube, making the videos, which I love, and hopefully I'll be able to share more of that as well, because that's one side I've not shared enough about. But yeah, like I say, unique content will be on my channel, don't worry. I know a lot of you guys have been, last couple of videos, you're just like, bring back the unique stuff, and there will be so much more, and I'm always thinking of ideas. If you have any ideas on what you want to see next in terms of there's anything here, then let me know and I will potentially make it happen. So you know I mentioned the book, Touch Wood, earlier, the chance to win my grandfather's autobiography. I'm going to send that out to a lucky subscriber. All you need to do is comment down below what's your favourite car in here basically, and I'm going to pick a random winner and I'm going to sign the book and send it to you, and you can enjoy it. And if you don't win, check out the autobiography, it's amazing. He was a legend, my grandfather. He was in the World War. He won Le Mans, he flew planes in the World War, he sunk boats, he's chaos basically. So yeah, make sure you do that as well. But I hope you've enjoyed this video, guys. I'm going to leave this one there. It's been a fun day. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you all very soon.